So, good evening, everyone. This is Maninder Singh, a chartered accountant by profession, and I am into teaching from last 17 years. This is my 18th year in teaching. I take classes for inter and final at CA level, CML level. I take cmainter, cmainter, CA final, CMA final. Throughout South India, I take classes. Hyderabad mein, I take final classes with Shikra. And I also started inter classes with Shikra recently, last batch. So in your batch, I will be dealing with one complete subject for 100 marks, that is OM and SM, Operations Management and Strategic Management. Now, Operations Management is for 60 marks and Strategic Management will be for 40 marks. In Group 2, if any student fails, they'll fail in two subjects. One is FMBDA, second one is OM&Sm. The reason behind students not clearing OM&Sm is there is no conceptual clarity. At foundation level, even if you don't have any conceptual clarity much also, most of the times MCQ say by luck you can clear. But at inter level, that fellow will test you in depth concepts that fellow will teach you. So that is why whatever we are going to study in class, each and everything, conceptually I will explain, practically I will explain. We will also do n number of problems. And I think material is already given to you. So OM ka two materials will be given to you. One is for OM and the other one is for SM. And OM mein many students, the main mistake what they do is ignoring theory. Majority of the students will ignore theory. They just depend on the practicals and go. You will never be able to clear like this. You have to focus on theory also. You have to focus on problems also. Because exam mein they ask you huge number of theory questions will be there in exam. Theory is also equally important like practicals. So we will discuss theory also, we will solve problems also, MCQs also I will solve in class, and last 2-3 attempts ka question papers also I will discuss in class. Material will be given to you. I think it is already given to you. And in order to clear my subject OM&Sm, you need to be perfect in icmai material. Each and every question from icmai material, be perfect. You will never fail in my subject. And all the questions, whatever are there in institute material, I've copied in my material, and maybe some extra questions also I've added. So once you touch my material, no need to go through institute material. In addition to that, last 3-4 attempts ka question papers you just go and see. Without going through the question papers, please don't go to exam. And I think 2 papers I will solve in class, and 2 papers whenever you have time you solve. And running notes will be given to you. And these running notes, I expect that you write every day. Day-to-day classes where you complete the running notes. Theory ka running notes you write, problems you write along with me. And subject is very lengthy subject. SM does not take much time, but OM takes lot of time to complete. And in OM we have only 4 chapters. Chapter 1 is Introduction to Operations Management. And here how many units we have? 4 units. What is meaning of operations management? Objectives, scope and trends. Only 4 small units we have. And chapter number 1 is a pure theory chapter. There are no practical problems in this chapter. Pure theory. Then comes operations planning. Operations planning mein first topic we have is demand forecasting. There is problems that you can expect from here. You can expect one problem from here in exam from chapter 2. Then we have capacity planning. This is also problem plus theory. Facility location, problem plus theory. So here we have unit number 1, demand forecasting. Regularly they ask questions from this. Here we have only one topic, time series. Time series will give one small topic we have. But exam is exact copy and paste question only they are going to ask in exam. They won't do anything extra. And if you are good in inter level pe OM, then final level pe SCM, DM, there is one subject which I handle. You can exactly copy and paste. So half of the DM ka syllabus, what we are going to discuss at final level is there at OM level. So advanced version you are going to learn at final. But if you are not good in basics at inter level, I don't think so you can clear at final level. You have to be very careful. So capacity planning mein practicals plus theory, but very rarely they ask practicals from this chapter. Mostly they ask theory only. Then third unit is facility, location and layout. Again here also mostly they ask theory only rather than practicals. Then resource aggregate planning, purely theory. Material requirement planning, theory. Manufacturing resource planning, also theory. But here we have lots of practical problems. Economic batch, quantity. Very important chapter from exam point of view. Small problems only will be there, but very critical and important for exams. So first chapter is completely theory. In second chapter, either you can get demand forecasting or you can get facility location, or from here one problem. But most of the times they ask from what? Demand forecasting only. There is only one concept, that is time series. Then comes chapter number 3. In chapter number 3 we have designing of operation systems and control. Here how many units? Around 4 units, 5 units we have. This is also pure theory chapter. Pure theoretical chapter. Total we have around 7 chapters. Clear? Here as of now I have written 4 and below I have written 3. And then comes chapter number 4, the most important chapter of our syllabus. If you are perfect in chapter 4, I can guarantee you will not fail in OM. 100% you will pass in OM, because most of the questions will come from here only. Here in applications of OR, one is linear programming, very important for exams. Then we have transportation, one chapter, assignment, one chapter, simulation, one chapter. These chapters say around 14 to 20 marks you can expect in exam. Minimum 14, maximum 21. I'll highlight those chapters: LPP, transportation, assignment, simulation. These 4 chapters say 3 questions you will easily get. Mostly LPP will be there in your exam. LPP will be there. Simulation will be there. Out of these two, 90% of the times they ask you assignment. So 2 questions to 7 marks ka 14 marks guaranteed. But most of the cases in most of the attempts, instead of giving one theory from this chapter, they give LPP or assignment or simulation. 3 problems only they may give you. So this chapter, if you are perfect, 14 to 21 marks you can easily score only in problems. Then comes chapter number 5, productivity and quality management. Very small problems we have. Mostly they ask in MCQs only. Big questions we don't have there. Then comes project management, monitoring and control. This is also guaranteed question for 7 marks. Here we have 2 concepts. One is PERT, the other one is CPM. Any one problem they can give you for 7 marks. And if you are lucky, they can ask 2 questions. Up to 14 marks you can expect from this. I am talking including choice. Up to 86 marks you get OM. Up to 86 marks you get OM. 54 marks tak you get SM. So including choice I am talking about. And then comes economics of maintenance and spares management. Here also one problem they can ask. So problems I'll tell you. Here chapter 2 say one problem is guaranteed. And mostly they ask what? Demand forecasting, 7 marks. Then chapter number 4 say from these 4 chapters, from these 4 units, any 3 they may ask, 21 marks. 21 plus 7, 28 marks. And here guaranteed 7 marks, 28 plus 7, 35. And if you are lucky enough, and 10 marks MCQs you will get from SM. So this is how our syllabus will look like. It's looking very small, only 7 chapters, but every chapter has multiple units. 4 plus 7, 11 plus 5, 16, 26, 26 plus 6, 33, 33 plus 5, 38, 43, 43 units we have in 7 chapters. Very vast syllabus. And then SM syllabus is very small, which is for 40 marks. This is what we are going to study. Materials are already given to you. Handwritten notes I will make you write in class. Problems we will solve together. And any doubt if you have, immediately you ask. Don't feel shy in asking the same doubt again and again. You ask any number of times, I'll clarify your doubt. You can ask before, after class, during the class, anytime. Clear? Now, let us now understand. First, I will start with chapter number 1, which is a pure theory and very small chapter. 2 days we can finish this. After that, we will start with chapter number 4, which is one of the most important chapters in our syllabus. Now, let us understand chapter number 1. First of all, let us understand what exactly is OM. SM we will discuss later on. First, let us understand what exactly do we mean by operations management. See, you have financial management. What is financial management? Managing what? Finance. Strategic management, preparing the business plans and managing the business. In the same way, we have what? Operations management. Operations management is a technique used for managing what? Operations of a business. Simple. Day-to-day operations of a business. That is why they say it is a part of business organization which is responsible for providing what? Goods and services. Whichever department of my business is providing goods and services, operations management is applicable there. Example, what am I providing right now? Goods or services? Services. As of now, I'm providing services to you, right? Now, because I'm involved in providing these services, should I apply the concepts of OM in my business? Yes. You buy a car from Tata, or you buy a bike from Bajaj, you buy a mobile phone from Apple or Samsung. They are providing what? Goods. So any business which is involved in providing goods or services or both can apply the concepts of what? Operations management. Next. Normally, according to the operations management, what is the ideal situation? The ideal situation says that there should be a economic match between demand and supply. The main objective of operations management, why you are studying, is to make sure that there is an economic match between what? Demand and supply. Normally in economics, you might have seen, right? When demand is more, supply will be less. When demand is less, supply will be more. So what will happen? If something like this happens, it will result into overproduction or it will result into underproduction. Now tell, when demand is more, supply is less. This is overproduction or underproduction? Underproduction, right? Because I'm not producing to the extent what is demanded in the market, people will wait for my company or they may shift to some other business. And once a customer shifted to another business, is it easy to get back the customer or very difficult? So it will become a loss for me. Now, demand is less, supply is high. This is a situation of what? Overproduction. Matlab, I am producing more than what is required by customers. Sales will happen or unsold inventory will pile up. Unsold inventory will increase, because of which again there is a loss for me, right? Unsold inventory, what will I do? I'll keep in my warehouse. Storage cost I have to incur, ordering cost I have to incur. My overall expenses will increase. And imagine if they are perishable goods, then I will incur immediate loss also. So that is why overproduction, underproduction, both are very dangerous for a business. So using the concepts of operations management, we should strike a balance between what? Demand and supply. See, matching of demand and supply is called which situation? Demand and supply both are equal. Economics, what do you call? Equilibrium, right? That equilibrium situation is never going to happen in practical life. But at least the gap between demand and supply should be very high or reduced. The gap between demand and supply should be reduced. That is what called economic match between demand and supply. So if I supply more than required, excess supply if I do, what is going to happen? It will be very costly. Why? Just what I told, right? I am having lots of finished goods kept in my factory which are produced thinking of supplying. But demand is not there only, right? Ordering cost I have already incurred for raw materials. Storage cost I will incur. And if they are perishable goods, again I have to discard them, again scrap me, I have to sell them off. Lot of expenses. Plus I will waste my raw materials, right? Like example, you go to any bakery for customized cakes. They will give you one brochure, right, wherein all that different types of cakes what they can produce. You think if they are having a catalog of 100 cakes, they will keep all those 100 cakes ready, or they are made to order? Made to order. Why? Because everyone buys customized cakes, or very rarely they buy? Very rarely. If I keep all the cakes prepared, baked, I kept in my bakery, if no one comes after 2-3 days, those cakes will be useful or they will become waste too. I have to throw them off, right? In the same way, if I do too little supply, demand is already there in the market. This happens especially in case of Mahindra vehicles. You go to any Mahindra showroom and tell you want to buy that car, Thar. 18 to 20 months waiting period they will tell. And XUV 700, around 36 months waiting period, 3 months waiting period for a car. How many of you think that you will wait 1.5 to 3 years to buy a car? By the time you get the car allotted, by that time technology might change, right? A new model may come. So that is why people will wait or they will not wait. That is why sales of Mahindra are showing downward trend. They are buying Tata, Maruti. Maruti car showroom is like cycle showroom. You go, pay money, take and come. More than 65% market share that company is having. Scooty, sometimes you may get delayed 1 or 2 days. But Maruti car, no. You go to showroom, you make the payment, take the car and come. So that is why if too little supply is there, loss of opportunity. Is Mahindra losing customers to some other company? Yes. And customer will be happy or dissatisfied. And dissatisfied customer will never come back for repeat purchase. On top of that, dissatisfied customer will not ask someone to buy my product also. Even I wanted to buy XUV 700 long back, 3-4 years back when it was launched. But even at the time of launch also, they told me 36 months minimum waiting period. If I am ready to adjust for the model, if I am ready to adjust for the color, and if I am ready to take 2-3 lakhs worth of accessories, then only they tell maybe in 6 months to 1 year I may get a car. I wanted top model of a specific color, but they are telling possibly nahi hai balki. I am satisfied or dissatisfied. Obviously, you think I will wait for 3 years for a car. I bought some other company ka car, simple. So that is why overproduction also dangerous, underproduction also dangerous. Now, there are some functions of operations management which you have to remember. Now, functions of operations management, we can divide into how many parts? 2 parts. Demand side, supply side. Now, in demand side, what are the 2 activities which come? Sales and marketing. See, if I do marketing, without doing marketing, will people come to know about my product? Have you heard about Tropicana juice? Have you heard about this juice company, Tropicana? Real juice. Tetra packs will come, right? Tropicana juice is there, real juice is there, paper boat is there. You have heard this? Because these people do advertisement, obviously. Have you heard about one company called Mogu Mogu? How many of you have heard about Mogu Mogu? Only one. Why? Why many people not heard about this? Advertisement, have you seen? I think only in metros they do advertisement, right? Metro mein bus, nowhere else. So when advertisement is only not done, how will demand come? When demand is not there, how will I sell? So that is why first marketing, then what will arise? Demand, and then what will I do? Sale. Then comes what? Supply side. Now demand is there, I want to sell, but to sell what should I do first? I will buy raw materials. After buying the raw materials, I have to convert that into finished goods. After converting into finished goods only, I have to sell it, right? So operations and supply chain come under what? Supply side. Operations means buying raw materials, converting them into finished goods. That is called what? Operations. Operations, when do they start? When I receive raw materials. But receiving raw materials comes under what? Supply chain. Clear? Supply chain will start when I order the raw materials. Supply chain will end when order is delivered to customer. Like example, you order something on Swiggy, you will get notification, right? Your order has been accepted. We are waiting for the restaurant to confirm your order. Restaurant started preparing your food. Like that, multiple notifications will come. Finally, final notification will come. Order successfully delivered. This entire process is called what? Supply chain. Supply chain starts from when order is received. And when does supply chain end? When order is delivered. So what is the starting point of supply chain? Receiving an order. And what is the ending point of a supply chain? Delivering the order. Simple. Both demand and supply put together are called what? Driving forces. For which what is required? Matlab, most important activity in my business is what? Managing the demand and supply. To manage demand and supply, what do I need? Finance. In detail, we need not learn about finance because that will be dealt by FM faculty. Next. Now let us see the definition of OM. As of now, we understood that OM is applicable to those businesses which are providing what? Goods or services or both. The main reason for following the OM is that we want what? Economic match between demand and supply. There is no guarantee that demand and supply will be equal, but at least the gap between demand and supply should reduce. Otherwise, what will happen? Overproduction and underproduction. Both are dangerous for a company. And whenever I'm producing the goods, two times I need to keep two functions, demand and supply. Marketing and sales form part of demand side. Operations and supply chain forms part of supply side. Both these things are called which force? Driving force. To manage this entire driving force, I need what? Finance. Understood? Now, whatever we have discussed till now, let us put the same thing in the form of one definition. You can't write all these things, right? You have to write a proper definition if they ask you OM. Now, let us see what is the definition. OM encompasses, matlab it covers all organization activities that acquire raw materials from what? Input. That acquire what? Raw materials from inputs. Plus, after acquiring raw materials, what will I do? Process them. After processing, what will I do? Convert them into what? Consumable or usable goods and services. Why? To meet whose needs? Customer needs or consumer needs. So what is OM? OM includes every activity. And OM will start from when? I acquire raw materials. After acquiring raw materials, what will I do? Processing. After processing, convert them into goods and services so that it can be delivered to consumers. So all these activities, what we have just now told, purchasing the raw materials till delivering the goods to customer. Every activity may, even a small lapse happens also. Order will be delivered on time to customer or order delivery will be delayed. Order delivery will be delayed. Customer will be happy or unhappy? Obviously, customer will be unhappy. Morning only, when I was just going through the news, I found out that from 1st August 2026 onwards, I don't know whether you know or not, from 1st August 2026 onwards, throughout South India, all states, transportation will be completely on strike. Goods transportation vehicles will go on strike. Now, vegetables and fruits come from other states to Hyderabad. Not Hyderabad, basically South India. From South India also some goods will go to other states. That will happen now or it will stop? For how many days? Indefinite strike, it seems. Because of this, is my business getting impacted? Then what should I do? Should I just leave it as it is? If a customer calls and tells me where is my product, should I tell him, sir, because of strike we are unable to deliver? Customer is least bothered. घंटा उसको फर्क नहीं पड़ता customer को. Customer is least bothered. Customer what tells? That is not my problem. Simple. I want my product to be delivered on time. Then what? Should I have a backup plan or not? That is nothing but operations management. Do you order on Swiggy, madam? You order on Swiggy? Lunch break, what time you have? 1 to 2. You ordered around 12 o'clock biryani, thinking that 1 o'clock biryani order will come, you will eat. You are waiting. But puliyora dinni kusunav ante. Because order was not coming. Night 3 o'clock, you are getting a call. Akka, your order has come. Nu tinni savara. That anger will come or not? That is what. So if product is not delivered on time, automatically customer will be happy or unhappy? Unhappy. We should have what? Backup plan. One great person told, never sell what you want to sell. Always sell what customers want to buy. Who told this? I only told you. Customer did not tell, I told you. Now, what type of products are covered in operations management? What are those? Acha, goods are tangible or intangible? Services are tangible or intangible? Intangible. But why should I follow the concepts of operations management in my business? 7 chapters I told are there. Almost more than 40 units are there. Why should we follow all these concepts in my business? There are two reasons for that. If they ask you objectives, there are two reasons for following the concepts of operations management. What is the first one? Customer satisfaction. Second one, resource utilization. Let us say, for example, you go to someone's marriage. For what purpose you go? For eating only, right? తినడానికి కుమ్మడానికి వెళ్తాం అంతే. You'll go for eating. Now the question comes, because it is free of cost. Yes, I know. Because it is free of cost, you will never think about wasting anything. Everything from here till there, whatever is there, you'll dump in one plate. Ice cream, rasmalai, gulab jamun, rice, raita, salad, rasam, sambar, Chinese, everything will mix and then you will eat. After that, what will happen? Ye taste acha nahi hai, fake do. This is not that great. This I can eat at home also. Side mein rakh do. We'll do like this. Are you utilizing the resources or wasting? But imagine you buy 5 rupees ka, 10 rupees ka ice cream cup. Wrapper open. You will not leave that wrapper also. Till that 0.00001 drop of ice cream you don't lick. You will not throw that. By mistake it fell down. You'll take from down and lick that and throw. Why? Because you are spending your own money, right? In the same way, company also. When company is spending money, company should spend money or waste money? Waste nahi. Company should spend money, because if company starts wasting the money, what will happen? It has to invest more money into business. Because it is investing more money into business, price of the products will increase or decrease. And when price of the product increases, customers will buy or not. Especially in countries like India and mostly South Asian countries, we people are quality conscious or price conscious? Quality conscious, price conscious. Do you eat tiffins morning? Breakfast? What do you eat? Idli, vada, sambar, puri, bonda. Where? Hotel or bandi? Bandi. See, he is talking about quality then. Recently, GHMC conducted survey. Do you know that? More than 95% of the food stalls in Hyderabad are using contaminated food. Unauthorized, unadulterated colors they are using. Unauthorized chemicals they are using. And many bandis mein human feces ka content was found in that water. What they are using? That pani puri pe lo, bhaiya thoda pyas dalo. So, those people will not think about anything. But as a customer, you only tell. If company increases the price of a business ka product or service, people will buy or they will reduce the purchases. Recently, Apple increased the prices of its products. Earlier, this Apple ka iPad Pro model starting price was 1 lakh rupees. Now the starting price is 2 lakh rupees. Now the number of people purchasing Apple iPad will increase or decrease? Decrease. Automatically it will decrease. Now, for Apple, it is not a problem because it's a huge company. It's the first $1 trillion market value company in the world. There is no company bigger than Apple in this world as of today. For them, it is you buy also, it's okay. You die also, it's okay for them. But for other companies, if sales reduces, what will happen? It will result into what? Commercial failure of a business. From going concern, my company will become gone concern. Many companies are now what? Failing commercially. Big companies also. Have you heard about the Chapri bike? KTM is from one country called Austria. Who is the owner of KTM? Bajaj. 100% owner of KTM. It is a foreign company, but I think 3-4 years back, Bajaj purchased all the shares of KTM. Now, Bajaj is a 100% owner of KTM as of today. And Austria they have filed for what? Bankruptcy, right? Because they are able to sell more or they are selling less. Commercial failure of a business. Big businesses. Another business I'll tell. Apna Byju's, do you know? Not Byju's, Unacademy. They received huge inflow of investment from foreign countries and other people. And when you have more money than required, you'll use it or pitch it potadi. ఇచ్చకపోతే కదా, దే స్టార్టెడ్ ఇన్వెస్టింగ్ లైక్ క్రేజీలీ, దే స్టార్టెడ్ ఇన్వెస్టింగ్. Okay, madam, your company, Pink madam, your company is providing IAS, IPS coaching. 300 crores I'll give you, sell that company to me. Now teach online in an academy. Your company is providing 10th coaching. I'll pay 100 crores to you. That coaching you sell it to an academy, we will do it online. Matlab, whatever company they wanted to do, they used to buy that company. Like that, they spent crores of rupees, billions of rupees they spent in last 1 year. Because of that, now companies filing for bankruptcy. They are become almost insolvent. Have you heard about Tupperware? Tupperware. It's a tiffin and plastic company. One of the biggest, not one of the, it is the largest plastic company in the world. They have also filed for bankruptcy in US. And in all these things, Trump is coming in between. War. So many companies of US are filing for what? Bankruptcy. Why? Because they are utilizing the resources properly or wasting the resources, which will result into more sales or less sales. Less sales, because of which it will lead to what? Failure of a business, commercial failure of a business. What is the second reason why I need to follow the concepts here? Customer satisfaction. The most important objective of operations management is whose satisfaction? Always remember, you should provide services or goods for the satisfaction of which wants? Customer wants. If customer is not happy, that fellow will never purchase the product from you. But how should I make sure that customer is satisfied? On what basis I should feel that customer is satisfied? Madam, mobile phone mein, what gives you satisfaction? What feature gives you satisfaction in mobile phone? It may be camera, ROM, color, anything. What gives you? Madam को पूछ रहा हूँ. मैडम ऐसा बोलता नहीं मैडम. व्हाट? कैमरा, बैटरी, स्टोरेज, गेमिंग फैसिलिटी, RAM, etc., etc. So, but if I listen to every customer, it will be easy for me to make a product or very difficult to make a product? Very difficult to make a product. That is why, in short, these three things you have to consider. If you consider these three things properly, then customer will be happy. Provide those specifications which customer wants. Not all, most customers want. Then cost of the product, keep it less. Delivery should happen on time. Specifications as per customer requirements. Reduce the cost and reduce the time taken to provide a goods or services to customers. Automatically customer satisfaction will increase. In short, we can say, if I deliver the right thing at a right price at a right time to a correct customer, our customer will always be happy. Because if I deliver something what I have not ordered, customer will be happy or unhappy? Have you, like girls, do you eat silk chocolate? Silk chocolate, not regularly, generally. Do you eat Dairy Milk silk? No. Boys? Yes, you tell. Very good. So boys use what? Silk chocolate they eat. Abhi recently, last year only, silk chocolate mein cockroach was found. 2 years before that, earthworms were found. One fellow was eating chocolate, la 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 la. Well, that fellow is eating chocolate, thinking that it is kismis. After eating half of the chocolate, then he is feeling something bitter taste. Kismis में तो bitter taste नहीं आता ना, fruit and chocolate में. Then he came to Nidendra cockroach ani. Then he filed a consumer complaint. Now tell, did you deliver the right thing or wrong thing? You should deliver these type of product to Chinese people. They will eat free food ani. But Indian people won't eat cockroaches, right? Then you should deliver the right product to right person, right price, right time. Then only company will become successful. So how many objectives are there for following the concepts of OM? 2. What is the first one? Customer satisfaction. And second one is what? Resource utilization. I should not waste resources. Automatically cost will come down. Commercial failure will not happen. What is that called? Resource utilization. Make sure that whatever product or service I'm providing to customer, specification, cost, time should be considered. Then only customer will be happy. And when customer is happy, sales will increase. Resource utilization will also happen properly. So if they ask you how many objectives or reasons are there for following the concepts of OM, your answer should be 2. What is the first one? And second one, resource utilization. Then scope of OM. This point is very important for MCQs. Operations management is considered as what? Engine room of a business. Car is there. Normal car, I'm not talking about electric car. Normal petrol, diesel car is there. Engine is not there in that car. Can you drive? No, right? In an electric vehicle, if battery is not there, can you run that vehicle? No. So that part, can we say engine for a petrol or diesel vehicle? Battery and motor for a electric vehicle are the most important components of running a car. In the same way, without operations management, you can never run a business. Imagine you are having 11 bogies of train, but 11 bogies are generally attached to what? Engine. Engine is only not there. What will you do? You'll push that zor laga ke, hey, yeah, no, right? Without engine, can you run a train? Practically impossible. That engine of every business is called what? Operations management. If you do not manage your day-to-day operations properly, your business will never be successful. Imagine classes are not conducted here regularly. Materials are not given to you on time. Faculties are absent regularly. 2 hours class, matlab half an hour late faculty is coming. Imagine if this situation is there in any institute in India. You think this institute will run or it will close? Why? Because are they running the day-to-day operations properly or problems are there? That's what. Now, what are the day-to-day operations of a business? Conversion of inputs to outputs. What are inputs for a business? Manufacturing company ke liye. Raw materials. And what are outputs for a manufacturing company? Finished goods. Now, I will convert inputs into outputs using what? Physical resources. Matlab machinery. Nowadays, human beings are working more or machines are there more? Nowadays, people are getting jobs or losing jobs? Oracle, you know, right? 25% of its global workforce they have removed. Why? Because they want to replace these human beings with what? AI. So, I will convert inputs to outputs. Inputs example can be labor, raw material, it can be software with AI, and finished goods and services are called what? Outputs. I will convert inputs into outputs using what? Physical resources like machinery, factory, etc. etc. Now, why am I converting the inputs into outputs? Because I want to provide what to customer? Utility to customer. Utility means satisfaction. Now, how do I know customer is satisfied or not? After purchasing a product, customer has no regret. He is happy. Then utility is given to customer or not given to customer? Given to customer. But imagine if that fellow thinks, why did I purchase the product? Then utility is there or there is no utility? There is no utility. Plus, in addition to satisfying the customer, 3 things my business should consider. What is the first one? Effectiveness. Second one, efficiency. Third one, which subject is going on right now? Madam, which material that you are keeping there on the top? OM only, right? Is she doing the right thing? That is called what? Effectiveness. You should do the right thing. That is called what? Effectiveness. Now, materials are given to you, right? OM class mein, OM materials are given to you. Effectiveness. The cost of printing this material should be very high or very less. Then only it is called what? Efficiency. You are doing the correct thing, I know. But if you are doing a correct thing which is very expensive, then company will incur losses. So, correct thing, effectiveness, at least cost, efficiency. When I was a kid, Parle-G used to come. Now also Parle-G is coming, right? But now many biscuits have come. Parle-G, Monaco, Morio, what is that? Oreo, Dark Fantasy, Pedigree. Pedigree, it's not for us. So, there are Mom's Magic. Mom's Magic, you know, right? Dad's Magic will only on the day of result. Dad will show his magic. Mom's Magic hai, Meri biscuit hai, Teri biscuit hai. So many biscuits are there. So now tell me, That is called adaptability. You should keep changing your business products and services depending upon what? Changes in the taste and preferences of customer. Earlier competition was not there. Parle used to have only one biscuit, Parle ji. But today Parle को competition में ITC का Sunfeast brand is there. Mac Whites बोल के there is one brand, they are there. Mom's Magic brand is there. Britannia is there. Lots of companies have come, right? And when lots of companies are there to fight with them, Parle is having only Parle-G or many biscuits. Like bourbon you want to buy. I hope you know bourbon, right? Bourbon biscuit from who? किसके पास है? Sunfeast also is having similar biscuit. Parle is also having similar biscuit. Britannia is also having similar biscuit. Why? Because if my competitor does something and if I don't copy that, my business will run or it will close. So you have to keep updating your business ka products and services. That is called what? Adaptability. And that too, you should change them slow or fast. Fast. Otherwise, if some competitor does something before you, then you will become successful or that fellow will become successful. Example अपना ये Maggi. Not Maggi, basically instant noodles. Who bought that kachra instant noodles ka concept to India? Maggi in the form of Nestle. It is having more than 90% market share in India. More than 90% market share. There are many other companies. By seeing the success of Nestle, many other companies came to India. EP, Top Ramen, Norka Soupy noodles, then Ching's noodles we have, YY we have, like that konsa Korean spicy noodles. Nowadays people are eating that chitta. All these companies have come, but were anyone able to beat Nestle? Why? Because it adopted fast or slow? It adopted fast. It is fast. Nestle is adopting everything fast. Earlier, now who invented the concept of chocolate? Chocolate malum na? Chocolate means chocolate. Who bought the concept of milk chocolate in the world, pure world mein? Nestle. Henry Nestle in 1860 bought the concept of chocolate. Today many companies are copying them, like Dairy Milk का कौन सा अपना Cadbury हो गया, Ferrero Rocher हो गया, और कौन सा अपना वो Munch and all they copied. But still, are they able to reach to the level where Nestle has already reached? No. So that is why adaptability means you should be proactive or reactive. Proactive. Proactive means you are doing something first before someone does. You should be proactive or reactive. Proactive. Who is the first person in Hyderabad to start using, not even Hyderabad, पूरे South India में, who is the first person to start teaching on tab? Me only. 2012 से I'm teaching on tab. From 2012 I've been teaching from tab only. 2009 में I started teaching. 9, 10, 11. These 3 years I used to teach on projector using laptop. I used to prepare PowerPoint presentations. For theory, students used to write. For problems, I used to type in Excel sheet. But 2012 mein when tab and this pencil ka concept came, I started here. That is called what now? Now everyone after lockdown started using tab and online classes, right? So did they adopt or not? Imagine if some faculty does not adopt technology, that fellow still wants to teach on board only. Where is board here? Will that fellow get classes in Shikara or that fellow will not be able to take? That person will lose income, right? That is what adaptability is very important for a business. What will I do? Convert inputs to outputs. Using what? So that provide what to customer? Utility. That too with what? Effectiveness, efficiency and adaptability. Doing the right thing is called what? Effectiveness. Doing the right thing at a least cost is called, and making changes in your business depending upon the situation changes is called. All these activities, whatever I'm discussing, which department will take care? Operations management department, just like finance department, accounts department, sales and purchase department. We have one more department called what? Operations management department. Clear? Note down the notes, or should I forward this? I'll forward theory. Problems you'll write in class. Okay. One example also I've given here. Tesla ka, you can go through whenever you have time. How operations management is there in Tesla. I've given one example here. Now, then we have production and operations management activities. What are the various activities what operations management team will take care? I have employees in operations management department, right? Those employees, what will they do? They will take care of what? First thing, layout of facilities. Facility means the place where I do production. The place where I produce the goods is called what? Facility. Now, where should I have my factory? Where? Wherever I want, I can have, or I should keep some things in mind. What is that something I've written here? Based on what? Proximity to customer and supplier. I should find a place which is nearby the customers also, nearby the supplier also. If it is nearby supplier, raw materials I can buy on time, production will not get delayed. And if it is near to the customer, transportation cost will reduce. Because nowadays, who is bearing the transportation cost? E-commerce company or company? E-commerce company or customer? Company only, right? Amazon Pay, when you order something, in most of the cases, any delivery charges are there or not there? Even in Zepto also, if you order above 100, 150 rupees, that fellow will not take any delivery charges. Because companies incurring these charges, their objective should be what? Now, we are in which area? SR Nagar. Now, I ordered some product from Zepto. Now, Zepto ka store is there in Dilkush Nagar. Dilsukh Nagar. First thing, what will happen? Transportation cost will increase. Delivery time will increase. Customer will be happy or unhappy. That is why every 2 kilometers, every 1 से 2 kilometers के between, Zepto is having something called dark store, warehouses. Its own warehouse it is having. If I order now, maximum to maximum in 10 minutes, I will get the order. Why? Because it is coming from very far away or it is coming from very nearby. Now, ab SR Nagar mein, if that people are having dark store, warehouse, now you think SR Nagar mein Kirana stores are there or not? Immediately what will they do? Kirana stores they will buy and keep in the store. Immediately from store they will give it to customer. So it is near to the supplier also, it is near to the customer also. Both are happy. This is the first thing they will decide, where exactly my plant should be located. Second decision, what they will tell? Plant layout. This class is there, like 100 students, can they accommodate in this class? We can't accommodate. 60 also not possible. 45 to 50 maximum. Imagine if I take admissions for more than 150 students. On one top of each other, you have to sit. Some people will sit there like this. Some people will stand outside and listen to class. Some people will sit on that fan and listen. Comfortable or uncomfortable? Six people sticking to each other as if you are sitting in RTC bus. Some people are hanging out of the class like bus. Comfortable or uncomfortable? That is what. Ray, last bench you. Get out fast. Get out fast. Or both of you get out fast. Useless fellows. You are not in foundation class, right? This is your inter class. You are going to become professionals. Out. Don't try to act over smart in my class. I'll throw you out of the class. Anyone, I'm telling you, I won't spare whether it's a girl or a boy. You also. Not you, you sit. So, now imagine people are sitting like this, sticking to each other. Then, will students be happy or unhappy? Now then, that is what layout is very important. How many benches should be there? Which place may what benches should be there? How many TVs should be kept? Here, if I keep 2 TVs, will it be useful or useless? Useless, right? But on top class, because number of students are very huge in final class, 4 televisions we have kept. One will be here, one will be here, and in between benches may 1 TV here for girls, 1 TV there for boys. Because huge lengthy class and number of students will be very high. That is called what? Plant layout. If plant layout is not good, it will take time for movement of machines. And imagine I am having a big plant. Big plant may, right, like here, the place where I'm sitting is warehouse. 1 kilometer far away from the warehouse is factory. From warehouse to factory, it will take 15-20 minutes for me to take and deliver the product. Production will be there or delayed, right? Production cost will increase. So that is why plant layout is very important. Then comes what? Product design. What do we mean by product design? Right, design of a product is very important, right? Otherwise, if design is not good, why will people buy? Acha, when you were kids, at least once you might have bought that chocolate at Kinder Joy. Why kids buy Kinder Joy when there is nothing in that? Chocolate ka component is very less, right? Why people buy for that? Toy, and that to the design what that chocolate has, right? That is what is called product design. And whenever you are designing a product, make sure that it has a very simple process to manufacture or very difficult process. Because if complicated process of manufacturing you use, then cost of production will increase. Then process design. How do I manufacture a product in a company? That is called process. Either it can be labor intensive process or it can be machine intensive process. What do we mean by labor intensive process? More labor, less of machines. And here more machines, less of labor. But nowadays what is happening? Labors are also, machines are also very less. Nowadays what are we having? Software driven automation is there. Everywhere AI is taking care. Everywhere. Even in audit also we are using AI. Like example, in accounting you have Tally, right? Heard about Tally? Tally means ledger verification you have to do. Now imagine in a very big company, lakhs of ledgers are there. Will you be able to verify all the ledgers? No, right? So have you heard about Claude AI? We are integrating Claude AI in Tally. And Claude AI will verify in just seconds. What we do for 10, 15 days, seconds and minutes make Claude AI will find out the problems in Tally ledger accounts. Imagine how fast we are doing. That is called what? Software driven automation. If you have lot of money, you can go for this. Little less money, go for this. No money, go for this. Simple. Production planning and control also, they will take care. Production planning and control means what? Scheduling. When to produce what? Imagine two customers are given you orders. Like let us say customer 1, idli, this fellow ordered idli. Customer 2, this customer ordered, let us say for example, dosa. Now tell, whose order will you give first? A person who has ordered first or a person who has ordered second? It does not, restaurant mein aisa nahi hota na. What is already available, they will immediately give to a person who has ordered. They will not see whether it is the first person or second person or third person, even though this person might be the 10th person who has given the order. But because this fellow orders is readily available, we will give the order to this fellow. Next, one fellow told dosa, one fellow told meals. In dosa and meals, what will be ready? Meals will be ready, right? Plate mein dalo, de do. That is what is called scheduling. If I don't do like this, imagine if I follow FIFO method. In that case, for this idli, this fellow has to sit for 1 hour. He will die of hunger. So that is why scheduling is very important for a business. You should decide what to produce and when to produce. Then, what is also important whenever you are producing any goods and services? Quality control, obviously. Without quality control, your business will never run. In quality control, in our syllabus, we have a topic called TQM, Total Quality Management, and we also have one more unit called ISO, International Standards Organization. Lot of problems we have here, very important chapter. Then they will also take care of what? Material management. OM team will also take care of material management. Material management means EOQ, EBQ. EOQ stands for economic order quantity. EBQ stands for economic batch quantity. I think basics you might have heard, right? Where costing start हो गया इंटर में. अच्छा, group 1 already completed ना. Then क्या tension है फिर? This most of the topics are related to costing only. Now EOQ means, don't tell full form, meaning you tell. How much quantity I should place so that I can get maximum benefit of discount. Now what will I do? I will use some technique like some formula 2AB by C, and I will calculate what? EOQ. EOQ is what? Annual quantity. Like 1 lakh units. I will place an order now only. But you think all 1 lakh units I will receive now only or over a period of time? But because I want discount, I am placing bulk order now only. Then comes what? Economic batch quantity. how many units I should produce in one batch, that cost is least. Normally, you know, right, goods are produced in batches. How much should I produce in a batch that it will cost will be least is called what? EBQ. They will also take care of what? Maintenance. This is the last chapter of our syllabus, chapter 7, maintenance management. Acha. Maintenance is of how many types? Two types: preventive maintenance, breakdown maintenance. I'll give you examples. You tell which is the best one. I purchased a machinery. Clear? I purchased this machinery. I purchased. This is big machinery. Every week, I'm calling a mechanic and asking, check, once you check, any problem is there or not. I'm paying some money to that fellow. This is called what? Preventive maintenance. Whether something happens, whether something does not happen to this machine, what am I doing? Every week or 10 days, I'm getting this machine checked to make sure that nothing happens in future. This is called which maintenance? Preventive. Option number 2, what companies have is breakdown maintenance. I will not spend even 1 rupee also. Once a machine kharab ho gaya, machine spoiled, now I will get it repaired or I will replace it. Till this machine spoils, not even 1 rupee I'm spending on this. Once it spoils, I will see if it can be repaired, I will repair, otherwise I will replace. It is called which maintenance? Breakdown maintenance. Which is better? Preventive is better or breakdown is better? No. That is where OM teams will come into picture. They will calculate the cost of preventive maintenance and they will calculate the cost of breakdown maintenance. Whichever option may cost is least, that option will be the best for company. Preventive maintenance may, what you're doing, little money you're spending in next 10 years. But breakdown maintenance may crores of rupees you have to spend at once only, right? So that we evaluate, we calculate the cost of preventive maintenance. We also calculate the cost of breakdown maintenance and then decide which is the best option. What is economic batch quantity? Means how many units I should produce in a batch that my cost is least. Like when you produce the goods, like example, I'm producing chocolates. When I'm producing the chocolates, you think I'll produce one chocolate or in batches? One batch may 1000 units can be produced. 1000 chocolates is one batch. Or 10,000 chocolates also can be one batch. Or 1 lakh chocolates also can be one batch. Question is, how many chocolates I should produce in one batch so that my cost is least? Those decisions are called what? Economic batch quantity. So how much should I order so that my ordering cost is least? EOQ. How much should I produce in a batch that my cost is least? From production point of view, EBQ. But from ordering the raw materials point of view, EOQ. Clear? Formula is same, but the analysis is different. Same formula, 2AB by C, I think we have, right? 2AO by C. And here also we have same formula, 2AO by C. But the way we analyze is from what point of view? Orders point of view. This is from production point of view. So first always EOQ is there. After EOQ only EBQ will come. Why? Without having orders, how will I produce? Next. So in sum up, they will, in addition to all these things, what we have studied, what are the other things what OM team will take care? How to produce? How to produce matlab? Manually or labor or AI? When to produce? Depends upon what? Demand. Demand increases, production increase. Demand decreases, production decreases. Do we have raw materials to, do we have materials to produce? Who will check whether raw materials are there in the production department or not to produce? OM team only. Are we producing right thing? Matlab, are you producing what customer want to buy? That you have to check. Are the machines able to produce desired results? I am having lots of machines. Am I getting the correct product without any quality issues? We don't know. That who will check? Up chocolates I told, right? And when you Cadbury was there, cockroach was found. Silk mein. 1 or 2 years back, earthworms were found in silk. 3-4 times it happened in last 10 years. Now question is, it is whose responsibility to randomly remove one lot of chocolate and test that to check whether quality is good or not? Operations management team only, right? This is their task only. And how do we make the product reach to customer? It is nothing but distribution. And there are two types of distribution: direct, indirect. Hot chips, may you buy something? That fellow will manufacture there only. That fellow will sell there only. That is direct. But Lay's chips is there, Uncle chips is there, Auntie chips is there. All these chips you are buying, right? You are buying directly from the manufacturer or from the retail store. That is called what? Direct or indirect? Because manufacturer is giving to dealer, dealer to wholesaler, wholesaler to retailer. Simple. So that is also very important for me, how my product reaches the customer. Some companies go for direct distribution, some companies go for indirect distribution. You go see Nike. Where will you buy Nike ka shoes? Nike showroom, right? Direct distribution. But Nike shoes you can also buy online. That is again indirect distribution. I'm giving it to online retailer. Online retailer is giving it to customer. Next. Other than these, what are the other things what this department will do? These are all MCQs only. Demand forecasting. I think I told, right? Second chapter ka first unit itself is demand forecasting. If I don't know how much will be the average demand in next 6 months or 1 year, then how will I produce? Either it will result into overproduction or underproduction. And because if this happens and if gap is very huge, their economic match between demand and supply will not be there. Company will suffer. Then capacity planning. You go to someone's marriage for what purpose? Food only, right? Capacity planning you go and do, right? 1 day before only you'll do awesome. वहां जाके खाएंगे बोल के. Same thing. Companies also do. How much maximum I can produce in a day without any problem? Imagine you eat till here. Problem? You eat half of your stomach or 80% of your stomach. Any problem? The same way companies also. If they, beyond their capability, if they start producing the goods, what will happen? Success or failure? Failure. Inventory management. How fast I'm converting my inventory into sales? Because if inventory is there like that only, then profit will be there, because closing stock you are showing in where apna trading account, gross profit will increase, but that gross profit will be actually due to sales or because of overstocking. Overstocking. Supplier sourcing and selection. Now, which supplier should supply raw materials to me? Only one or many suppliers? Many, because if one does not supply, second does not have the raw material, third. In that case, what happens? I will always have a continuous supply of raw materials. Who is the best person from whom I should buy? Who will check and tell? OM team. Then comes process selection. Should I go for manual or automated or combination? 100% automation is not possible in India in most of the cases. That is why it's a combination of human and machines. Reverse logistics. Do you return any product if you don't like it? First, the company is delivering to you. That is called logistics. From you, companies taking back and going back. That is called reverse logistics. If reverse logistics are increasing, it means if reverse logistics cost is increasing, it means company car sales returns are very high. It is whose responsibility to make sure that these returns are as less as possible? Operations management, because they are only involved in day-to-day production, right? Warehousing and transportation. Warehousing and transportation cost should increase or decrease? Decrease. You only tell. When inventory is managed properly, sales is happening on time, very less inventory is there, warehousing cost and transportation cost will decrease. Then quality management, we already told. In quality management, they will take care of what? TQM. Then comes MRP. Material requirement planning. Material requirement planning. Have you heard about the concept called ERP? ERP software. Enterprise resource planning software is there. That software was starting called as what? MRP. MRP 1. It was first called as MRP 1, then MRP 2, then DRP. Now it is ERP. MRP stands for Material Requirement Planning. EOQ. Simple concept. Then comes aggregate planning. I am having a manufacturing plant. Let us say, take an example of ITC. ITC is manufacturing biscuits. You think it will manufacture only in one city place or throughout the country? Imagine if every factory is placing a separate raw material order on their own. quantity of order for every factory will be less. Cost of ordering will be high. Discount will be very less, right? Imagine all the अपना ये factories के लिए head office is only ordering the goods. Now tell, order quantity will increase or it will fall? Increase, because of which discount also I will get. My bargaining power will increase. That is called what? Aggregate planning. Consider every factory, every business what you are having. Then comes maintenance. I think this I already told you. How many types of maintenance are there? 2. Preventive. Before anything happens, still I am getting my machine serviced regularly. Preventive. After something happens, I am getting my machine repaired or replaced. Then it is, which is better depends upon calculation. We calculate the preventive maintenance cost. We also calculate breakdown maintenance cost. For some companies, this is better. For some companies, this is better. And then comes product selection. Which product will you select to manufacture? What customers want to buy or what customers don't want to buy? Simple. Facility location. I think this I already told, right? Where should my facility be located? Nearby home, supplier and customer. Select a location from where suppliers say easily you can get the raw materials, and also a location, that location should be nearby the market so that product can be delivered on. These are all the operations which are day-to-day things which are performed by home operations management team. So OM is applicable to whom? To those businesses which are involved in providing goods and services. Next, operations management team, we should check whether there is an economic match between demand and supply or not. Demand and supply will never be equal, but the difference between demand and supply should be less. Otherwise, overproduction, underproduction will happen. It will incur loss. And OM के functions को we can divide into how many parts? 2 parts. What are those? Demand side and supply side. Marketing and sales are which side? Operations and supply chain are which side? Both this put together is called which force? For which we need what? OM covers what activities? Every activity, right from receiving raw materials till products and services are delivered to home and consumers. Everywhere who is involved? OM team is involved. Example I told you, right? When you order a food on Swiggy, from the time you put the order and the time order is delivered, till that time, all the people who are involved in this transaction are called which team? Operations management team, or you can also call them as supply chain team. Then it deals with what? Goods also, services also. What are tangible? What are intangible? What are the 2 main objectives of OM? If I use the resources properly rather than wasting them, cost will go up or it will fall? Cost will fall, and when cost falls, commercial failure will happen or commercial failure will not happen. Commercial failure will not happen. And how should I make sure that customer is satisfied? Provide products as per their specification, reduce the cost, deliver on time. In short, right thing, right price, right time, right person. Right time and person. Then only your operations will be successful. Then scope of OM. Operations management is considered as what of business? Engine of business. Without now you tell, you placed an order. You placed an order on Swiggy. Immediately what will happen? Swiggy should update that to restaurant, right? Imagine if operations management team is only not there. Who will tell the restaurant? Who will tell the delivery partner? Who will tell your address? Who will go and pick up the order? No one is there, right? So all these people who are involved are called what? Operations management. So operations management team is involved from where? Receiving the inputs and producing the outputs using which resources? Physical resources, so that what is provided to customer? With effectiveness, efficiency and adaptability. Clear? And these are the some miscellaneous functions of operations management team. Clear? So these notes I will forward to you. I will forward to management. They'll share in the group. And today, because it's the first day, little introduction I've given to OM. Tomorrow we will start with the main syllabus. Go through these notes and come. Tomorrow's class will become easy. And tomorrow, most probably, I'll finish chapter 1. Very small concept only. And I will start with chapter number 4. Around 14 to 21 marks weightage. We'll start with practical chapters first. Clear? Let's close and we'll meet in tomorrow's class.